Texas not getting any kind of break from Mother Nature yet. Severe storm in the town of Canadian included this large, violent wedge tornado yesterday. And if you look closely, you can actually see it briefly spawn multiple funnels. Now, this was just one of several tornadoes reported across the Lone Star State. Just been rough down there, John.
Yeah.
Search and rescue crews are slowly transforming into search and recovery crews in Texas.
Yeah, the number of the missing after the floods is going down, but the death count is rising. This week's severe weather has claimed at least 19 lives in Texas and Oklahoma. Jan Pomerantz shows us some of the destruction in Texas.
Oh, no!
A river rushes into a Texas home. The water from the Blanco River swelled by the storms. When daylight comes, a frantic search for survivors swept up by the floods. One man found his mother's car underwater, but she wasn't in it.
She's cold, she's wet, she belongs at home, and that's where we're trying to get her.
Hours later, an elderly woman's body was found near the car.
I don't wish this on anyone.
San Marcos emergency management officials say they are expanding their search grid for those missing, and they will use organized volunteers to cover that new ground.
That's got to be a coordinated effort. We do not need any more anybody hurt.
Among the missing, a mother and two children whose cabin washed away.
It's quite a shock to us, but and also the friends that were with them. They were all close friends, and their families are hurting, and it's really a tragic situation.
More than 11 inches fell in some parts of Houston within 24 hours. On this road, many cars were forced to drive over the median to avoid flooded areas. Other drivers, not so lucky. The body of one man was found in this truck. Investigators say the 31-year-old was apparently unaware of the high water. His death prompted new warnings for drivers to avoid low-lying areas. Reporting in Central Texas, I'm Jan Pomerantz.
My goodness. And with all the recent rain down there, animal control experts say many animals that usually live in the lowlands are being flooded out, and they're showing up in unusual places, like this alligator just hanging out in a Houston parking garage. While the gator broke up a routine day for employees, building managers called in an expert to get the reptile out of the way. Seconds after lassoing the gator, Chris Stevens moved it to a grassy area with one goal in mind: let the gator burn off a little energy.
That whole routine, me dragging it around, letting him roll, was to tire him out. So then when I go to tape it off, it's pretty easy by myself.
The expert says he usually gets 2 gator calls a week. Right now he's getting 3 a day in the Houston area.
You know, Houston gets a lot of rain, but this is nothing compared to what's happening down in Texas now.
Devastated. I've never seen anything like
10+ inches of rain in that short amount of time. It's going to create some issue. And it was over a wide area, too. I mean, we're not just talking one little isolated thunderstorm. This was a big cluster of storms that just pounded that area.
And we picked up houses.
Right.
Not mobile homes, which are houses as well, but I mean, houses with foundations, picked them up and moved them.
Yeah. I mean,
10
dozens of yards away, too, until they actually hit something.
Yeah. I have some video on my Facebook, and we showed part of that clip of that water rushing in that home.
Yeah.
Just amazing pictures.